we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Riviere,
Here.
Ms. Lacy,
Present.
Ms. Gordon,
Here.
one present.
Thank you. Item number 4, the police department report, Chief Hicks.
Good evening, happy holidays to everybody. Mayor Lee, the Public Safety Committee, in order to keep both yourself and the City Council aware of the activity of the Port Allen Police Department, I offered an account for the month of November 2022. Responded to 252 calls, alarm home business 30, assisted Port Allen Fire Department 13, suspicious person 8, disturbance 17, death 6, suspicious activity 6, shake person 15, Port Allen Fire Department medical 28, information 11, traffic complaint 5, incidents by location, northeast of Court Street in LA 159, northwest of Court Street in LA 175, southeast of Court Street in LA 151, southwest of Court Street in LA 145, south of I-1022. Total suspects arrested 10, 41 traffic crashes and 20 traffic tickets written.
If nobody has any questions, I'd like to just,
Where they doing the construction going down south by the Intercoastal.
Oh, yeah.
I think more
About that little turn.
I don't know why they made that curve and that bend like
They didn't
that.
engineer that good at all.
I want to, Chief, I want to commend two of your officers, Detective Hayden Smith and Corporal Kenneth Parker. We had a rash of burglaries Sunday night. I was one of those lucky individuals that got hit, and my property was returned to me on Tuesday morning. And I just wanted to thank your department and those two arresting officers for the job they did.
Thank you very much.
where?
You'll have to ask him where all.
No, you where you got the stuff that's stolen
From your house?
from your house?
Truck.
From your house?
Truck.
Your truck was at your home?
Truck was at the house.
That's what we asking you.
It was a ordinance.
Definitely important.
Did y'all apprehend it?
Yes, he was arrested.
Juvenile?
18-year-old black male.
I would like for Gary Hubble to recognize our officers because every time he recognizes them, they end up leaving.
Anything else from Chief?
No.
Chief, we do appreciate what y'all
Yeah.
do.
Thank you very much.
So do you think that was the person that kind of was doing all the rest of them? You said was a. like
Yeah,
a stripper?
he was arrested, yes.
But-
Thank you, Chief.
Thank God for a job well done.
Thank you.
Thank them also, Chief.
Item number 5, the nuisance violation report, Inspector Gidney.
Good afternoon, Councilman, Chief and guests. For the month of November, I have, the beginning of December also, I have a total of 3 cases. I have 2 to keep in the one's yard, that's, mostly trash and, actually in the yard or whatever, where people piling on these streets, because, a lot of people doing tree work. And, 1 section 34-8D, with the roof. I have, 1 house that I'm working on right now with the roof, actually it's 2. I'm just trying to get in contact with the people that actually get down on that. Recently I had a couple of cases that I actually had closed out because I just put liens on those properties, the ones that needed to be cut when, I would tell you needed to be cut the last time, so all of those have been cut, so those have been closed out. That's all I have for, this is the last month and the beginning of this month. If you have anything else, just let me know. I have 1275 Oregon Street, 717 River Bridge, and 501 North 15th Street.
What that is on Word Bridge?
717.
And what is?
That's on the corner of River Bridge and 7th Street.
15th Street.
15th Street is over there by the apartment complex by the maintenance building. All that trash by the dumpster.
So how are we gonna get that removed?
I actually sent the owners a notice, So I'm actually waiting on those, so once, if they don't respond to it within a timely manner, then I have to,
Well, do you think they put it there, or people just dumping it there on their property?
I mean, it's right by the dumpster, so I mean,
Yeah,
if
so
they,
I'm just saying, somebody probably just dumping it on their property.
but I mean, they still have to clean it up.
I
I mean,
understand.
they're responsible for
Yeah,
it, so.
yeah, I understand that.
I think they pick up the damage, if I'm not mistaken.
What's that?
I think they pick up the damage.
Okay.
That's on the previous thing, we was talking about, the owners of the graveyard right there off of Louisiana Avenue. Do you know who they may be? Is it any way you may could contact them or?
I've been calling around and calling around. I've been told 3 people or whatnot, but they don't have any kind of contact information on that.
Oh, who owned it?
You're right. They don't have any kind of contact information on who owned it.
Well, who's over it?
Cause I'm looking about
They
putting
don't
a
have
lien
any
on that.
information on that either.
That's why I'm sorry, they gotta just clean up.
Yeah. At
They
that
like
time,
to
Miss
make
Ray,
property up, so.
right, Miss Ray Helen, at that time when she was sitting on council, she was actually taking care of it, from what I was told. I know a couple of organizations that went out there and they took care of it also, so I mean, I don't have no kind of information on it, and
And I think
I
that's
have
what
been
they
looking around for the past couple of months to try to find out who owned it.
But see, I was under the impression that, Ms. Green was over the cemetery.
And I was
Matter of
actually
fact,
told
she
that
said it
at
herself, so, I mean.
But I know, but even the people that's over, getting older, it's really like their responsibility is the owner. So that's who I really.
But if the owner's dead,
But I
who
mean,
responsibility
I was
is?
told-
Somebody.
I was
you
told
know what
that
I'm
the
saying?
one that owned it is in the cemetery themselves, so I mean,
Well, then who had passed, somebody had to have a succession, they had to have something, somebody who owned it.
Like I said, I was
No
under
owner
the impression that
of
she
it.
was, and she was the long living for, being over it, cause I think it was some kind of society it was.
Yeah,
And it
benevolence,
fall into-
benevolence.
Yeah,
yeah.
and I think that she's over it now, to
But
see
she don't
that.
own it.
No, but she's.
And I was told when I talked to her, they actually had, some, whatever, mother or something, or whatever, and they
Yeah.
had something dealing with that
Yeah.
over by the church over there on 7th Street.
Mhm.
They had a building right there. So I mean, they say once that was gone, nobody had any kind of information.
But
on
somebody had to be over for some of the people getting in to get buried. They just didn't bring them in there and just say, hey, we gonna put him here and we gonna bury him. So somebody had to get the okay for some family members to get in there and get buried.
This,
They had to
it
contact
doesn't have
someone.
an address on it, but what it is, the Benevolence
Yeah,
Society?
right,
That's the name of it?
No,
yes,
that's the people that's supposed to be over it.
What street is it located on?
Eleanor,
Eleanor.
Eleanor and Louisiana
Eleanor,
Avenue.
yeah.
Whoever performed the service and had the body interred should have a record of contact.
Right.
Now, I don't know how
But that's what I'm
current
saying.
that is.
I'm trying to go through all of that. I mean, I know a couple people.
What about
homes
Mr.
I can
Davis?
call.
You think he can help you with this
I'm
situation?
pretty much sure I can catch up with him and see
Yeah.
if he know anybody that's in there.
Cause I'm quite sure he probably buried some people in there.
Probably so. Cause that's what I've been doing for the past couple months too, trying to find out about that, because I see Hubble was doing it.
Right, and see, and what I was saying also, they rely on us to cut it, but we can't because it's on private property.
Right.
And I don't have a problem going out there and volunteer and help a group of people to cut, but I'm not responsible to cut it every time the grass go high. I
Right.
mean, if it got too many organizations in this city of Port Allen, too many churches, and you know, they can come out and volunteer. Yes, it's in my community, it's in my district, but guess what? That's not my job to go out there and cut it. But I don't have a problem going out there and volunteer my service. But I can't just go out there. I'm old too. Just like they use the excuse they're old, I'm old too. But I'm willing to help.
And I mean, that's good, I still believe that's good gestures on everybody, or whoever wanna do that, and take their time out to do it, but it's not their responsibility. So I just think that we kinda beating a dead horse here, we just need to get to the owners, and whoever own it, and try and get them to take the responsibility of keeping it clean, and if they don't do that, then we just go through the proper motions like we go with anybody else. Like, I don't really have time for all this back and forth, like, I don't even have time for that. Let's just get straight to the solution.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I listened to
Sometimes
y'all,
we have to
but
take
you
it, go
have
back and
realize-
forth to find out the solution.
You have to realize there is no solution because they don't pay property taxes, and you can't put a lien on the graveyard, so, you know, the thing is, people in the community have to step up and take care of the graveyard. Same thing goes on with Baton Rouge and the graveyard on North Street.
But I always say that they have loved ones that's there, and they falling all out and crying behind them, but when they bury, they leave them there. And if each family member would come and clean around their loved one grave, the graveyard would be clean. You
So I
know,
feel like whoever collecting the money should clean.
you know,
It's full.
it's full, so it's nobody, really right now, there's no money involved, so nobody over it, now there's no money involved.
And like I said, I done dug so far into to where I realized when I was doing my research, it's actually 2 cemeteries that's over there.
Right, I remember
You
you
know,
telling me that.
it's 2 cemeteries that's over there. So you have one that's actually full, and then you have the other one. So you have, if you ever notice that half of the side on this side, where you see about 3 or 4 tombs and everything over there, is actually cut on this side, but this side is not. That's actually 2 cemeteries with 2 different families.
And I noticed people cut the cemetery, but they cut the
Check
front.
the assessor's office, I mean, they got that record.
I mean, the assessor's office had the same thing that I have. That's the only information that, when I went over there, that's the only information that they have. Just like we were saying, nobody paying taxes on it, so that's the only information, that last known information that they have on it.
We'll take a look at it and
Alright.
see if we can offer some type of solution. I know it is a difficult problem, y'all not the only ones that have that. The owners kind of disappear, there's no money to be made off of it, and then they fall into the state of disrepair. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, and like I said too, you know, whoever is over, I mean, maybe we can get involved with these churches and let them designate a month to keep it clean, you know, a community activity, but we need to find out who's really over it, so before we can go forward, you know, just volunteer. And then they get upset with us, because they say we're not keeping the cemetery clean because it's in our neighborhood, but that's not fair. You know, we used to, the inmates, they used to clean, but just like they say, they had to stop, because it was on private property. I know the mayor not gonna let the city workers come and work down there, you know, so.
Lance, on those 2 shipping containers that on the old city hall's property, I know right there across from the community center.
Yeah.
I know one has bicycles in it,
Okay.
and thinking at this time of year, you have a giveaway. And I don't know the condition they're in, I've seen them, but it's been a long time ago. Just wondering if there's any way we can get that out there. The other one has some probably obsolete files in there. I don't know if it's, you know, pertinent information. And see if maybe the shipping containers, if we're not using them, be removed. I know that's a big process.
You saying about the whites that's in there? I mean, I don't know if the police department have anything to do with those whites that's in there.
Yeah, I don't know if those have been confiscated
Everybody should be.
like that.
Like I said, you know, in the C-train,
I want to see if any of them got tags, I want to see if they involved in any kind of case file or anything, if not.
yeah, and like I said, I don't know anything about the file, so I mean,
If at night there's a bunch of kids that love to have them,
right,
I would think.
okay.
Thank you, man.
All right, yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, item number 6, adjourn.
Call to order, establish a quorum, roll call please,
Ms. Gordon,
here.
Mr. Riviere,
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Item number 4, discuss emergency repair for the influence discharge line at the wastewater treatment facility.
Good evening. This is just a notification that EFO did have a failure discovered Monday afternoon. That's the line that discharges the treated water to the Mississippi River. It was a major failure. Water was bubbling out of the ground. They did have to repair that as an emergency matter. Spinks Construction was already in town completing their work on the collection system, so we engaged them to perform that repair. The line did not end up being as deep as we anticipated, so it should not cost that much, but they gave us an estimate before they dug it up in the neighborhood of $20,000. Should be less, because it was only about 4.5 feet, and it involved adding some fittings and a new portion of PVC pipe. It's an 18-inch line, but it had to be repaired expeditiously, considering that it's a discharge line and we didn't want any DEQ issues. So So we just wanna let y'all know that that was undertaken yesterday.
Lance, the line we repaired with PVC, what was there?
It was PVC already. It cracked, I mean, it broke, it was just an odd occurrence. I suspect that whenever it was installed, that it was, in the process of covering it back up, they probably cracked it a little bit, and just over time, it just eventually failed. We can get you some pictures, we took some photos, but of course, like I said, it was just yesterday. Give me the chance to get those printed out for you. They put in some, was it a concrete fitting, man? Was it a fitting, was it
No, it's not.
a metal fitting, and then joined those two pieces together, so. Should be in good shape for a while now. Any questions? Thank you.
Item number 5, discuss bid over for the dewatering box conversion at the wastewater treatment facility.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Appreciate it, everybody. Yesterday, we had a bid opening for basically replacing of your dewatering system at the sewer plant. And we had 3 bidders, and the low bidder was J&G, the third construction, for an amount of $151,522. Our estimate was $150, so we recommend that y'all award it at the next council meeting. This is basically the unit that will help them start to get rid of their excess sludge that's in the treatment plant. And I also wanted to let you know, I was hoping I was going to have another bid to report, but I had to push this bid date till tomorrow on the big generators. We're going to open it tomorrow at 2, and I'll present it at y'all's actual council meeting. Obviously, I don't know what the recommendation is till we get it, but we do have 4 plant holders. Any questions? Thank y'all.
Thank you. Adjourn.
Community Development Committee, item number 1, call order. Item number 2, status quorum. Item number 3, roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Ms. Lacy?
Present.
Mr. Hubble?
Here.
One present.
Item number 4, update on community development activities. Ms. Rose.
Members of the council, members of the committee, Mayor Lee, other elected officials, our guests, good evening. We've had a busy month. We still have lots of things to go before we come to the end of the year, but it's been so very exciting. Of course, our small business Saturday, because of the weather, we moved it inside to the community center, but it went on, and everybody that attended really seemed to have had a good time. And of course, our event was the culminating of a day-long event, and I know that during the day that the businesses got a chance to really show off what they can do in the city of Port Allen and increase the economy and sell their goods and services to the public. So that was very exciting. Of course, last weekend, oh wow, we had our great Jeep parade, and it was awesome with the Jeeps participating and the special tributes that were given at the end with our Polar Bear Express event at the library, our Polar Bear Express event at tourism, and of course the open house at the museum. That was a weekend full. Tomorrow we're really excited to have our annual Senior Citizens Holiday Gala. It'll kick off at 6 o'clock at the community center. Looking forward to have all our elected officials out there to help us to hand out the dinners to the seniors. It will already be we'll have our 'Tis the Season Christmas parade that will kick off at 6 o'clock. I'm sorry, at